When I come back from that break, my guest at Snowfoam. This week, for about a week now, the conversation has been about Afrobeats. Why there Ghana ha monomino Afrobeats no shede njana nando. Conversations no ye di no we kweke si alatafono ho nando. The alatafono wo fa bibia la no we sumi ye. Na we push. Awan ke your originator no mpo no. Wotum wo pian wo de usi nchan. Na won waje wo da afa. Say yehwe various Jenna Mosima alatafo be to the high life na do we when you do pie Ghana face in China wa the high life or originative fee or ye alatememu ye zo no to nchana artist mpo fi Ghana ha monom na artist ni ye good kakra pe ebohwe no wa sha say oyaletenyi on ndanchan inkomodi about filling of O2 Arena ono so abada ho na Ghana funtum na Ghana artists conversations no ya have be will show you do your tiedo and then hopefully ye botum na ye rewrem ni ye hu ade potia onamodo ema O2 Arena yin asumpo yentumi ni yem fele 20,000 capacity na 30,000 na 40,000 nibi ye hwe onu wi a ye bohwe abade na ye botum ya ye na hin asumpo no yetum na ya fele all these big venues no nibi wanna welcome home my yerba be the discussion my very own brother in the industry oye Adam Mensa Chotome oye entertainment journalist Adam akwaba ye share ya che ya boko bibia be fine
voice no na beba
I say
voice no
obaba bibia be fine yeah na yesan ye wo oye yaw buedu ayeboafo ono so oye music executive yaw
chale
akwawa
oh that's it
my ever quiet yaw
oh in some scenarios
you are quiet
sorry
mo akwawa topics no eja maka menye won shase yen shase wo oye is gonna loosen out on Wakandan Afrobeats.
For me, no, me feel it say Ghana Lucy out.
Okay.
On Afrobeats.
Okay.
Because in everyone say general sense, ne cry Afrobeats ne cry. I feel say need in the global sense of stuff. We are smooth now. Afrobeat ne prominence ne started. Everyone say maybe like from last 3 years ago. So it's just been like 3 years of Afrobeat era mainstream. So it means to me can say you lose, but even in Nigeria, crowd usually more compare with no. Artists saying, I need me I travel with that sound. Burna Boy, Davido, Wizkid, Rema, and probably Siki. Until almost 5 pa. It means there's plenty of opportunities as Ghanaians no. It beats me at tapping into. I think we see who need to say like I said, let's say opportunity. Akunye bi a bit me afa so I am very successful at it. To say ayekesi one of the biggest songs Terminator by Yaya Nipa Can Promise. Younger see who they will leave the boy nyom go sing aye wo marketing. It means as an industry bit me grow. So I see who no as an opportunity to expand rather than say be who need to say limiting.
And then I will say are we losing out on Afrobeat?
For me, I think that we need to, come to the realization that because say uni obi ko baby, na say the steps no. Kobe Bria, I will say, we need to also. Our yentem. So 1 year temwa, you will lose out. And me, I don't even want to look at it from the lose, and I say no losing point of view, but the American say, I will say, you might need buy also.
Okay.
Because you need buy also. University na nipa ne kra yehun Yɛnhu n'akyi mfoto koraa ɛna yɛnhu baabi a nipa nafa asɛ wohwehwɛ anaa wo ne obi nam anaa wokyesi obi na wohu n'akyi mtutuo koraa kyerɛ sɛ wayera
ayew
aha nti sɛ yɛni amba yɛho so a because wohwɛ the trajectory of the Afrobeat becoming worldly accepted as we have today, Ghanaians play the role in the UK. And anytime, because Burna Boy on pay that Afrobeat with us, anytime he makes reference to UK. And Oko UK so now share what really happened there. Ghanaians played a role there. Then it came to that point where the artists led the way. And Adianuma, other music executives around the world paid, attention to Afrobeat when they realized the kind of streams coming. And these streams coming behind the scenes, were coming from Nigerian artists. Then a collaboration, trying to leveraging on secondary brand association for equity. In TBA, who at this level, or be at this level. Nti odo hu bonwa oso betimi atape enyoma na won hu ne bi Nigerian artists started doing that thing, tapping Chris Brown and other artists are almost there. We saw Davido, Wizkid trying to get these people to jump onto the sound, and all of these things played a role into the sound becoming globally accepted. Nti Usha, I say Ghana for no yedi see UK no no artistry in terms of the lead now. Ye jama and kofobi. Ye artist name lead bebre. Then Nigeria for ya some people, few people, like 2 people, made any other person thought that Afrobeat is getting the attention. However, when it comes to performances, African artists are missing. So they decided to come out with a show known as Afro Nation in 2013. Then they started creating the platforms in Europe, America, and Africa to create that big stage for African artists. And we all know from 2013, the lead role has been Nigerian artists. In just a Usha, conscious effort, if you one side be, and say, because for you to be able to catch up, places you should be able to match up before on the level, because from the streams, about events, on the event side, they share the kind of huge programs auditoriums artists failure, they're coming from one side. And she said, analyze it there about air plays, any other viral plays in other countries the Nigerians are taking the lead. Eba streams are omoko. Eba some even getting to hear Afrobeat on mainstream in other countries. Nigerians are leading. Now, when you say music consumption, so for some time, it changed. Some time ago, the media will have to give to you. See how people decide the song they want to listen to. Into which again on all facets of the things now. I said Nigeria from every area be at their head, every area be at their head. So we need to sit and understand, what we also need to do, because we can have the space in Ghana where they can decide to also create a platform in other parts of the world to put our artists on for the world to see them. So we need to have a conscious effort. Okay? About music consumption. You need to give people reason they need to listen to you. And that thing can be done through a lot of means, where you can use IMC, integrated marketing communication, to be able to get that needed attention from people. Inti yema ye nimbre. My find it easy because we should be biankofona fefana. Any other pillars no me so somna. Ye manye ni anye dia. Ebe konesa, we will play second fiddle to them. So we need to do a lot of rethinking. We need to psych ourselves, re-strategize, reorient ourselves, and we need to have that collaborative, effort to be able to penetrate the market. I was saying, so you create your own path to be able to get, because they created theirs through some of these events and other things, and they are there. So we also need to create our own path to be able to get there. Because you see, I say, I form kind where a bit me a cry. So I will say, yeah, we should. I will say, my need a buyer also.
Yeah, we need to create our own path. Do we have the resources to create our own path?
Well, say ebe create yanga say kwanya. Say you otumrikano. Say onya sa design so betumrikano.
Okay.
And the main stakeholders usually around enyom tono artists. Say artists ni vision no en align so be say oye global no international. Untimi empiano in that sense. So ohwe eman say growth unyi no free certain stages, different stages. I say unyi retirement, whereas adolescent. Even in music no, we start here underground. Obedane big time player, ultimate dani A-lister. To the extent say Ghana yeketwa ma. Say o looking beyond Ghana in order to create a whole different market and niche for yourself. But say West there, most of our top artists no. So omo nya Ghana we are usually omo okay. Omo fine.
They are okay with Mwenya wa Ghana hana.
Because omo is successful. Omo need desire say I'm sure be so or connect level. So we artist be say Stone Boy. We realize say o desire ne so obe global star. Inti moves or pick cry e putino in a way obe outside Ghana. You will also other artists Chatwale ni se wakasa wo spaces no o kan bibi o se de na ope no wenya on kan chiro zo be so bo tu on kan chiro zo be so
no nya ni vision
eno nya no ni vision so be nyiska what you say we nyiska inti international no and fan boss say be say ye call global stages na unfortunately ni ntimi fa artist so ebu no and starting fanning do say o go through the system in order to build the catalog and also confidence no to try and break the boundaries into more build the when you kwa ye ni hwe be because in terms of people to say e make us no or can smith when we be as smith suan adwuma free o suan free akwaba e Ghana for akwaba UK e hona smith e hona in skills into say in terms of enconform bet me creative platform now Akwaba, I think Akwaba and Dennis have been hosting a Ghana party in the park for all these years. In fact, one of the biggest culturally relevant events right now also Europe. Yeah. Until say Afro Nation by Afro Nation and the bigger. What you say? Because ideally, no nanka Ghana party in the park right to me develop it to me than say Afro Nation in the largest into your Ghana force system. Even most of this major abroad companies now omo pushing music now be Ghana for okay UK Def Jam led by two Ghanaian brothers what you say Ladyway La Bianca the October po na obi atem ni label ya 5K records Ghana need their J5
okay
the same label I can promise also until we are Ghana for more positions but question here I don't know because omo nchida a desire to take on the world. And I believe so will be a day so be ya obenya support no Chatwale koye O2 no so nya so oye O2 small venue like smaller venue no so nya support ofele kwam eugenic kid decide so on so munya support nti ehia obi obe take that boost no aka say yemfa ne say be pese me star Stone Boy obe so global or picking moves in order so be draw no say okọ Grammys or Mingo or America is your bottle. Most they say Sako de Sweeney Abre was as I do to myself. If they realize say so expanding the horizon, ultimately or boy Europe or boy America. Allow for yes so locally it me generated the next set of stars who would go. Because now you push more international now. You're creating more avenue for even the local market to grow. So it is important that locally, we need to create a part where the A-listers get a broader marketers. And it may generate new stars. Inside they be about the same people revolve around or more. Plus also for the artists, as artists realize they say from January till now, it mean about 5 major shows are happening in Ghana because they big shows. What you say?
I'm thinking through the major shows that we have in Ghana. At least, no, maybe someone who says here there, what has happened to Ghana meets Niger?
I say, they usually industry in Kenya. Say the state of the economy now affect event industry in Krofonka because omo ankomo sponsor no omo musica inflation ti yaswate omo ntimi enyiska entoto enya nyoma bebrebe. Plus restrictions or betting companies so ne alcoholic beverages here some go through permission and you before bet my event very stressful. What you say so to the artists themselves no I say motivate you say shows in Shida Ghana no ubebo shows no Europe America ready market ho but the only way bit my go show say so with me push on now market on to the market to them we as an industry yet mean for so you bet my they bet me aye you be boarding you be me boarding rooms but at the end of the day it relies on the artists themselves to move the craft to the next level and the industry will support.
Adam, other yes na artist one kasa you have to put it on yourself na promote who out there. Yeah, cited examples be. Sa man kasa metina ha monom no. Say if international nyemeni so ade hu na entum force am international.
I know your motivation.
Say if oyemeni so ade hu no so a for mo kwa no wo hen amadero kwa ko promote mu ho because it takes money to do promotions. In terms of investments, do you think that the conversations have gone on over and over and over again? And I believe at the end of the day, it still boils down to investment. If I want to go, I have the zeal, I'm eager to go, but I do not have the investment. How do I go?
I think that, and yet, I started to feel the motivation. At times, the motivation now, the kind of motivation, normally, motivation, idea, me a drive, obi. About say ABR, you have a certain need, and that need, trigger a certain anger in you to get that goal achieved.
Yeah.
Anytime you have a certain, desire to achieve a certain goal, that is where motivation comes in. Because without the need to achieve a certain goal, there is no motivation.
Okay.
Because Anape, why did you come? How did you get here? There is a need for you to come and sit here to achieve a goal as a presenter. So that motivated you to move from the house to this place. And that then comes in two types.
Okay.
We have the utilitarian. That one is all about functional. Say be a person minimum so. And see, the minimum so now the function is a best satisfied test.
Yeah.
So that's the utilitarian. And the other one, I don't know me issue. I don't know a hedonic. The hedonic part in here, that some emotional connection. In here, o person will know me, sir, but o person will know some brand be. Ah, ne boye den na wakazi oh yeah. And I hope a bag. The functions here the adebation, but o per certain brand be. Let's say why arrive. We have people whose motivation are hedonic. And that is how I see it from the Ghanaians and the Nigerians. The Ghanaians, mostly, it's like our motivation is more of utilitarian. So, okay, an artist, you have to perform. Performing. You have to, do this. Why? But our other colleagues are more of hedonic drive. I want to do this so that they will say, yes, I feel this. You understand? It's our driving a bit different. And it's me grandma who shape be a sikanoa. Babe. And at times, you the artist, if you have a connection, you don't necessarily have to bring the money yourself to do it. But maybe some people your team can reach out to. Some in your conphobia bet me new wedding kita. A band is also a track record important. Ebia, but maybe only obia koye baby sometime pass. Emma business na koye baby. Na the conversation in them. Into obia or babia, the person is not looking there. Into a banisa, we need to be able to, find out what really is the issue because it's for how both Ghana and outside we have people who can really help. Is it that the business conversation and enkoye so that they do not see how they can have their ROI on return on investment? Or is it that there are some problems? Because a problem identified is half solved. So we really need to, because we have the plugs. So Uko UK, Uko USA, we have Ghanaian plugs. So why are they not plugging us? We have promoters. Why is it not happening? So we need that's why I said reorientation of everything, because our motivational drives need to be checked in terms of the plug, connection, investment. What is it we are not doing well? What is it we are not doing right? Are we writing the better business proposals? Because I did we started some time ago. Enti me yase yentimi antoa so na yenuanom na aba be fa ne ye a wo mu push ko, but said ye kind no yese bebia enche achia so na mbuye. Enti that is where I see it, that achia so na mbuye. So this is a time that we need to raise some of these conversations on TV. Maybe I can investor be create baby share. We need to you need to like tease out. You need to provoke people to, obi oha obetimi aye baby cry, but ono angaso onim aje obi provoking. Then he is able to achieve something even beyond his imagination. If you are an investor out there, I saw a couple of days, I saw Sarko talking about, how there is money in the industry and some things he did COVID time without going anywhere. Those things are bringing in money, which means that the music industry is viable. It is true, it's viable. This is the point. I will say in Pennyfor, ewo kromuno, almost etna omotusu. Because when you say music industry is viable, it's a good call from Sarko there. But investor neighbor, he wants to look at certain figures, data. We need to be able to put measures in place to generate good data so that we can show that, because investor no on for audio explanation and cover dollars number, they will speak to data. So we need to be able to keep data well, especially in this digital age. You can easily look at artist streams. So the team should, over time, they need to be able to put together artists in the streams, own various, platforms. And some of the enyoma own to show that the brand is growing. Said ebeya, ukotina me kohun investor ayabuafo. Now me the data not to nenim or share data not this is viable. We can do something. So let's keep data. Let's be able to put data out, because that is what we will use to do the talking. We should change our business ways of, we should be business savvy so that these investors will bring the money and make things happen. We have the men.
We have the men. We should be business savvy. Kakra. Samaba. ye botua nkomozi no do woma muntwa mo hona mo konkaje messages kakra mfimfim aboafo ho wo so ma asene nkutin de odamo bo honde wo stay tuned, we'll be right back. Mwana kwaba from them commercial break no banana adjoining hena me guest oye edam mensa chotome na oye ya boy yawa eboafo menyima de kunta ya de bia mo boni zina na me de boedu no mo boedu ne wana why am the politician wana why am the politician
ne papa na
no politician
no journalist formerly with graphic and NMC, National Media Commission boss.
Okay. Today American banner I joined my year share. Has Ghana lost in Oye Afrobeats? What's Mrs. Afrobeats waji baby Ghana for day have we really lost another? There is still something that we are still holding on to. Yebutum na ye pull ropes na iya sumponi yedu ho. Na yasani ya share oye filling of O2 Arena. Ghana yensha dan to men fele oye 20,000 no. Awe nyim de O2 ho monom no. Onye just one space. There are other spaces baby fa e be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. And kakrama ne bino ya feel bi. But waka kese no abazini yebutum yaye na yetum ya feel. Abadinti na yentumi yemfele ono na yershe waha monom. Yaw. Still talking about funding.
Yeah.
In your earlier submission, or your betting companies, alcoholic beverages, as you see, celebrities won't play brand ambassadors for these brands. And I think when the conversation started, Osha say when one Mombo brand Bianism, but then when an alcoholic beverage was sponsor an entertainment event, na what chance we event nasi. Ma people underage one no me wobu we breaded it was as for that one it was terrible, it was bad. Na dam a policy see obey. But then say yakade as an resell mo frama here no animal letter fee here the nature harmon man yako beyond Nigeria to other African countries they are advertising alcoholic beverages, they are advertising betting companies and all that, and because of internet it's still in the faces of these same people that you're trying that these advertisements doesn't get to. Meanwhile, Sayerba in the history of the companies that pay most when it comes to investing in the entertainment industry, betting company is one, alcoholic beverages companies or another one. Isn't it time the Ghanaian celebrity or Jisinando and other the celebrities as a whole, as a group, what you see one and do they know these policies need to change, and so we are fighting for the change in these policies?
Yeah, definitely. That's our kind. Untimi for one event and determine the whole industry because omo report need to me enye conclusive and ka say artist no ba stage ni so na man crofo no mensambo ye. It had na artist no and as celebrities na suffer instance so about from what the organizers did. They should have just find the organizers temporarily the beverage, and they should have been no but professional man because sika and just direct money events sika ambassadorial sika so a part it the betting and then the alcoholic industry forward the lifestyle of celebrities, and we all know how much the lack of it has really affected the industry. Initially I started ye movie one say artists and celebrities say ye escape from no I think the only person I was standing tall when the shape. Yeah,
because that time now when you're betting do
even in fact I saw the back of court internal criminal just say oh and the way there Wendy any bullet
what
starting no there young konkwa but minim dey see backstage minim dey see, but unfortunately no yanti sa case ni ebium but minim say Magdalene of the Alliance for Change at the FDA mo akokot concerning directive no mind, because we share law anymore. There is no law barring celebrities from advertising for either an alcoholic company or even a betting company. And yet any law nim what you say. But because now your celebrities almost through, so no money.
Because the thing is that the law says celebrity. And law no more the celebrity. And specify. So if you say celebrity, and we know who is a celebrity,
cut across.
A cut across. So why are football celebrities not? I mean,
stop from betting company.
You have, I said, celebrity. One narrowed to music, which is unfair. Any movie, which is unfair. But your league in the crowd, football, betting company, sponsor, football clubs, or betting sponsors, footballers, display. But you have banned one side of celebrity, which is unfair because law should seem to be applied fairly. And if these are some of the things they should have focused their attention on, but it's like they didn't care. Or we see as Samuel John, Stephen Appiah fronting for betting companies as ambassadors. So why can't it be done when it comes to music and actors?
Is it because I realize the
campaign.
Movie music industry, you know, they low-key can't fight for themselves. In TBB, they are going.
It's simple because the say as the weaker side was nanka banning footballers at GF one penny.
Yeah.
But then music for who the music for you meant taking
creative agents in the crayon.
They didn't do anything.
Possible. But touching on the funding now, them about Yesika for no more investing. One thing a bit my culture and year. Per month national food your monster. Bet you no. Na sika e free chroma because of young ton ebe shock you because I didn't know for education because in terms of funding let me culture with confidence say there's a lot of funding going around in this our system. Yes, as I speak to you, like this morning, so I came with one Nigeria Abisoye. Ejuma oye ne oye investment oye broker oye music broker.
Okay.
Where there's a company, an investment company that obema usika for music, so that to be me up a or career. And this I know that yeah for a very long time. Plus now when we say Sonia Sani will leave the boy, Stone Boy, Edru, Dev Jam, one happy and fast I am family, Wendy Shea, Dope Nation, any other couple of Ghanaian artists. Plus, there's another company so I will come here. They also auto catalog.
Okay.
I will tell good money for it.
Okay.
So if there is no money in the industry, start buying artists. They say good money for the content. And the locally,
the monies will go out.
Yes, the money was and your content will go out. But they say catalogs now for na tono. It belongs to them. Any Ghana
will make you royalties from it.
And you owned by a Ghanaian. Ideally, if it is owned by a Ghanaian, as a Ghanaian, nobody cherishing no more in a certain way. But to see our foreigners now, about running industry. I'm running industry now. You make a loss. Like you said, if Sony makes money out of Leave the Boy, and stay with her.
Yeah.
I will go back. 1 PM yes kana. I will go Nigeria. So, inti. Some sense ideology because if more free urban who say because data near there data is easily accessible and easily generated thanks to AI name nyoma. They say our dashboard they chat me check it was 6 months 1 year lifetime to present to someone what you say. So I believe there's funding opportunities. So I think now is the time for some of our artists to be daring. But she artists or magic, but unfortunately, no, no matter.
Why Josh one? I want to them work saying about Sika some no more journey back into Indian Kasa Ghanaians as a people. Henusu na henaban. I've related with some Nigerians because I've been in the midst of Nigerians be business-wise, party-wise, and aside the fact that more Nigerians, Egusian from more cousins that are way Nigerians. Say eba Ghana ha monoma. Sikan kati hen kase. Obinya 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, or you know, big deal. But then you go to Nigeria, or you're dealing with Nigerians, and they are mentioning the $100,000, the $300,000, $500,000. They aim bigger, they aim higher. Yes, there may be investors who are now ready to put money into our music industry. But then I can bet the amount they would put in here, no. So if they are putting money in a Nigerian artist, that amount may be about 10 times higher than what the best artist more. Because even when it comes to quoting our figures, or ye bibi kakrebi, I have somebody in the industry or say, or the proposal be called Nigerians be hormonum, and on the figures I will quote as a Ghanaian. I only him do ma bo figures ankasan. Odo letter fun hunenyim no be sande is he playing? Like Abba Moframa Samana already, they were looking for something bigger. Inti since Indian as a people, Sikanka Krama yen okay no. To them American to artists that when they share nominazi, they may have signed contract. That may have been some good amount. Be another good amount na ya amount bi anka one shada won be we industry no nti wenya no it is okay for them into no they wouldn't push higher. And there I saw a post on Facebook, Faisal Kofi or say Faisal, wherever you are, have a good evening. You share your per time na you share me share awona ibusia funi nyinara. Faisal was talking about also hitting investment, and he cited Shatawali as an example. They Shatawali we feature Burna Boy. Onye Burna Boy, onye Davido, onye Beyonce. Quite a number of people now the international space. And then when Sewa was doing the Twitter space, Onye Shatawali also Mauritius we. So even in the case where we get the investment, are we ready to take advantage of the investment and push to the international front?
Okay, so to some may I answer first question in terms of amount no.
Amount.
And then my data beautiful no. The evaluation is not done by nationality. It's done with data, which data projects your value.
Okay.
So your value be what is what they are going to give you. You get it? In terms of these funds, some of these funding support. And I can bet to tell you that with the right structures, we have some Ghanaians a lot of funny who see call my job to me be ominum.
Okay.
Because then you'll be an cheap in Hona. What you say? And a man's na and just like a amount is worth what they are valued at.
Okay.
But then it comes back to a second question. If they are ready for the next level. Because Sikase Bana usually no create bisada. Because a evaluation of some years projection me amount no. Obe tempted say obe toka obe to dying. Obe pay fine years now ope mo no mo mpene no. And our fan boys no.
And we hear better when
I will finish drama also. We decided so we did rough. That temptation no ewo. Because ideally no sikana ayema no inyoma tu na betime hu no obetime hu ne se ska obetime edi ne fili and abe hu ne se eyeka.
Okay.
Hu ne se eyeka so tia like obeti ase se eso ye adwuma na otu asa aka. In fact in that same so obetime hu ne se capital investment obetime di ewura wo mu obetime abuild wo ho in order for se obenya ska pudo kese no ese ketwane e ma no di ye adwuma na ye hu se emfaso wo so. But when to me, your mouth, $10,000. Say for 2 years, at my back. Now 2 years no. Only have 5,000. I don't have some 100,000.
I won't give you again.
Yeah. Because your market one went me, but your mouth kakra na. Would the share a juma ni mo back? Now the boy juma. Now bring a return sir. Ya ho na akona go some pe 1 million on beka say your ma 1.5. Because she himself ubet me enya abro so. So we say generate into say artist no more generative value. Into American artist ne because artist na primary goal no.
Yeah, the product.
Yeah, you what artist no ho no. You per se aboa wo nipa no. Your life now, you can say take kind entertainment show. Yeah, road managers, yeah managers. Yeah, because nipa ba kunti. You pay ye die. In this why you pay ye die no. Pay on ye die and you waste your time. What you say? And that is what Ghanaians we need to do. The reason why we are not getting Sika Pudo near because you intimi and shaky system no. Na kaniba ba kwa ye O2. What you say? Ebe shake because oh Ghana for was even posted when to me and hit 20,000 cry. Utimi hu say at least what try baby I will fall short.
I cover 15,000, 16,000.
Sabe pepe. Na say packaging this year there. Say whiskey issue am some chair free. But no they here so
but the thing
is for optics. For optics what you say? Obe sell it to the outside world. O selling the sana bro ni hu a ni em kra be no.
Europe cross the and to say Ghana, UK. I mean, you can get people from other neighboring countries.
Just have fun.
Fat training, bra. I'm packing. Oh, UK, you be uncle for packing.
I don't know. I think on UTV, is it Amrado? Or make key comments be there.
Yeah.
Every show outside Ghana, no, it is not as easy as we make it seem. Na Ghana nya owo homonum no, obo tueska abo he Ghanaian artist no. Anado obo tueska ko show no ko do boko eyi, anado boko wedding because e no ko benye diban free way.
I didn't like that comment he made. He ma yenya de no edu baby a wo ye ni too much and e say we are not appreciating people. Ghanaians abroad, they have been supporting, holding our artists down for some time. If we think we can, a better like Oliver Tracer, we can say it, but let us not slight them and make it look like Omunko shows cry. You show no, but then you're free. And he or she needs to stop something to come. So it behoves on you to be able to convince the person to be there. So put up strategies to make the person know that you need to stop and come. You need to even look at your timing and everything. This year in marketing, new marketing, where they try to create some emotional connection between I need to create that emotional connection so that I make the person feel that, oh, I need to go. You deserve to earn that attention. What I say, because the person is coming to pay to come to the program. And over the years, they have been going. What are you also not doing right to get all of them there? So at times, who call some of the states in the US, organizers in Bekacho say, a bit of promoters need be in Kenya say some time ago, advertise artists be Omma. In Choma in DMV, they have that history there. And Sisia, who yes show who say untimin fully nipa all the time. Sisia, who yes show anything.
Mutia cry emba.
Yes, yes, you say, what are we not doing right to attract them? And let us not make it look like Ghanaians abroad and pay shows and then co shows in Kwa. Yes, so promoters, artists, they should also look at what they are not doing right to get them go. But then
I can ask one more question, briefly. Adam Rika say that what I kept asking myself is, Ghana phone kutin wo wa brochira. Gaba Ghanaian artist no interview Oficha was in an Indian is it Kiddy Oficha Indian. So if you look at data, if you look at statistics of nkrofo wo tukwan pa wo kwa brochiri pa India for your number 1 because one kasa no wodoso. Nti one numbers out there or huge. Nti say if Kiddy onye Indian aye collab na say enyum no has done very well. Na Kiddy ro kwa akobonyum okobo show outsider. Why then should they even focus only on, should they say that they are focusing on only Ghanaians because Kiddy is a Ghanaian? Meanwhile, no, where he has broken through to India, and India has one of the highest numbers when it comes to immigrants who migrate to other countries. Then you come to the Nigeria, you go to South Africa, you go to China, you go to all these places. So why is the Ghanaian artist making it look as though so Okobo show no outsider? The target is Ghanaians and not just the world as a whole.
Well, because among ye Juma be attracted the world as a whole. As simple as that.
Oh.
Juma my near for just Ghana market. And that thinking as
a planning of the song.
Feature Shattay, it wasn't for Ghana market.
No, but
Beyonce, it wasn't for Ghana.
But Beyonce feature Shatta Koto.
No, but after tour nature.
So I'm Koto. And all Koto.
He didn't build on.
What you mean engage?
ABB say like you need to build on.
What you mean because no credit I'm sure Bruni me baba shatter shows is here because Beyonce nyom no. It so be tour na e be hu ne de. Yentimi enka say was one target one activity.
There could even be effort to try and get a collaboration. This one because this was held to you. You can do you to so that you leverage on the association well. Then you build the equity from there.
You leverage on the association when you build the equity from there. Answer ni eboko Edem I will kasa first. Mamu final submission for the evening.
Well, my final submission is that engage and I don't think that yentimi ye wo enkofo a ombetimi ayese ejuma no. And Ningin also should start with a drive. I think that our artists should be more motivated to be able to get to such levels. And we need respect in the industry from every stakeholder. Artists should respect other stakeholders in the industry, the media, music executives, promoters, and all those in the value chain. So that they respect each other, you are working together in harmony, and that will come to collaboration. We need to have some collaborative efforts. So that at the end of the day, you know, will put our wheels to the shoulders, our shoulders to the wheel. Now, yetimi RTV go nama Ghana music industry no aye krabehe. And see, midman no see no chake say enkoma no eggs and in the Links family. Yesterday they came to support us for our end of year party. I mean, and it was awesome. We had a good time. Big shout out Maya Blue. I mean, she was in her element. DSL, Mo, Boy Jake, Ne, all the guys. Nero. Oh, it was marvelous. Big shout out to Nuchuga. I mean, the chief organizer, Noel Nuchuga. He played an amazing role. And everybody, Duffy, Diala, KOD, and all the guys, Charlie. Big shout out to them.
Yes. But what's your final submission?
Oh, my final submission, yeah. Industry, yeah, say, yeah, never benefit from it. Sometimes, I say, he has the pressure, but on cover because to me, and so that I am will be. You can't dream for another person.
You can't dream for
they can only dream for themselves. So we are, you have to better amplify your dream. Inti young supported the best way we can. The creative sector has suffered a lot since COVID and events but since me streaming no and the account so otegana nyom na ya woda go streaming na support and to so be to say leave the boys to say our signing major deal where obi a bit me amplify as an industry to take the next level to be prove say as an industry we can still be able to make and create stars. So yes, so that's my final message.
But that's it. Wa send the monopoly no mafa mo phone says here James. Oh no, sorry, she. Yadanasi P. James, Pocho baby, will be a yafil, a pet permena brand is in como yafil for papa. But thank you there. You make a date to watch us. Wahamonum. Our Asheheno Yadawasi P. Today has been an interesting conversation. Adam Mensa Chotome na ya Buedu Ayabuafo na Wakayan who was studio harmonum. Emi from Abba Guy Nyame Adoma. Oye ukuda yebasansu yeshia. Have a good night.